Welcome to the Hamsey Analytics Daily Market Commentary. I'm Pablo Navarro. Today is Wednesday, December 5th, 2012. For the market internals, the New York Stock Exchange advanced decline differential closed at 118. Nasdaq advanced decline differential closed at negative 347. We had 11 new 52-week highs for the S&P 500 and 1 new 52-week low for the S&P 500. For the volatility, 366,000 contracts traded on the VIX today with 24 million in total premiums paid. For the dollar-weighted put-call ratio in December, we saw a 0.8 reading, which is neutral, with 43% of the total premiums paid. On January, a 0.36 reading, which is bearish, with 30% of the total premiums paid. February, March, and April, all of them were bearish readings, with around 23% of the total premiums paid. We have a special offer by TradeStation. Get your Hamsey Analytics proprietary indicators paid by TradeStation. Contact Active Traders Office in Chicago, Peter Albino, at the number listed below. Here we have the daily chart for SPX. As you can see here, we were up 2.23 handles for the day. We have an outside bar. We reversed to the upside. In the morning, we were selling off pretty hard. Then we were up. And we finished pretty much flat for the day, 2 handles up, as you can see here. The important thing here, we are above 0 sigma and we are above the 200-day moving average. We are consolidating around this 1400, 1415 level. Above 1422, 1424, it would get interesting on the long side. And on the downside, we're going to have to come and test that 200-day moving average around 1385. That's going to be also an interesting point maybe for a long entry, or if we break to the downside for a short entry from here. On this time, we are just consolidating around this area. For SPY here, you could easily see we are just consolidating. We've been going up for the last 2 weeks, and now we're just basically going flat here around this 55-day moving average and the 100-day moving average. We want to see a breakout above 42.80 to get interesting on the upside, or below 36.72 to the downside. So that's what I'm looking here, what's going to happen. And of course, Friday we have non-farm payrolls, very important number coming out on Friday morning. For the Qs, we broke the 200-day moving average today and closed below it. That was pretty bearish yesterday. We broke it intraday, but we were able to close above it. And today we just finally broke to the downside, and now we are looking for the 62 target. 62 is going to be our target on the downside. Maybe test the low that we had here on the Qs, but all depends, of course. On the upside, we're going to be capped by the 200-day moving average at 65.55. Maybe try to play that to the downside, but remember, we have a Friday number before the market opens. So keep that in mind if you want to play this to the downside. For IWM, we broke the 55-day moving average on the upside. We were above it most of the day, and we turned back lower again. We could not close above the 55-day moving average for the third consecutive day session, and I'm looking here maybe for a 80.75 target on the downside, downward trend line, and try to see if we are going to hold that at 80.50. That's the 200-day moving average. Also important levels there. So keep in mind here the Russell 2000 ETF we have here. Going for GLD, here we have the gold ETF. We've talked a lot about the 64 level, the 100-day moving average. We broke it today intraday. We were able to rally after into the close, but we still have a pretty negative day, down a negative 0.24% or 40 cents for GLD. We got some buyers here in the morning, but I'm still looking for lower prices. 161.52 is going to be my target here on the downside for GLD. Let's watch for some confirmation tomorrow. We were bearish on GLD since we broke the 168 level or the 55-day moving average. So nice run down. Maybe look here what's going to happen. Take some profits off here and look around the 161.50 level. Going to silver, SLV. Yesterday we had a big gap down on overnight. We broke the 55-day moving average. Now the chart's gonna start looking the same as gold. We were outperforming gold, and now we're catching up. SLV was down 0.3% for the day today. We were almost as much as 2% for the day, and then we started going back higher. We have basically a doji here. I'm still looking for lower prices, maybe 31.50 looks like some support, and below 31.50 we're going to 30.5. Keep an eye on SLV here.